All right, I call this meeting to order. It's the Franklin Civic Celebration Commission, Monday, August 25th. I'll first do roll call. John Bergner, here. Bob Nackert.
Here.
Lisa Felico.
Here.
Carl Budnick.
Here.
Alderman Beccarelli is not here, and Ann Adamski is excused. So we do have 4, so we do have a quorum. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the meeting is open to citizen comments. Do we have any citizens that want to make a comment? Okay, we pass on that. The next is we have to have an election of chairman and vice chairman for the next year. And we got a quorum here to vote, so do we?
I nominate John for chairman and Ann for vice chairman. How's that?
Second.
And those opposed?
First, all those in favor?
Those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. And then next we'll review our income statement here. This is our 2025 financial report that will be presented to Common Council. If you look at 2025, it's comparing to also 2024. 2025 was 3 days, 2024 was 4 days. As you can see, donations was up. Ticket sales was 59,000 versus 75,000. That's because of the 3 days of ticket sales versus 4 days. Food vendors was 16,000 plus and 20,000 from 2024. City funds were the same. The Carnival Commission was 21,000 versus 25,000. And the next is the non-food vendor licenses, and then the ATM rental. It was up because we got 2% instead of 1%. Any questions on the income? All right. Expenses. Entertainment was 36,000 plus versus 48,000 plus in 2024. That matches up because, again, we only had 3 days of entertainment versus 4. And the entertainment also includes the wrestlers, the golf drivey box, and the pickleball. Printing of tickets, because we went with $2 tickets. We saved, the ticket pricing was lower. The next ones are police and DPW. It was 44,000 versus 54,000 from 2024. Again, that's 3 days versus 4. The parade, we spent a little more on the parade. Fireworks was the same. We spent the same on the fireworks as last year. Ice cream, we ordered just a little bit less than the ice cream. Save some money there. And then the beer, that's 14,000 versus 18,000. Of course, beer sales is over 3 days, so versus the 4 days. Everything's within that 20 to 25% range. Wine, that's the Badger wine that we bought. Then we got the wine from Spirits of Norway, which we had to pay for $1,712 for their ticket sales. Soda, up actually over 3 days versus 4 days. A lot of people drank soda and water. Supplies, we're at 1,200 versus 800. The rental of the tents, pretty much the same, because when you rent tents, it's the same cost to rent a tent versus 3 days versus 4. So that was pretty much the same. T-shirts, we ordered less T-shirts. We cut down on the T-shirt cost. Signs and banners is there. Background checks is there. The golf carts we rented, the 2 golf carts. DPW supplies, that was down also. Postage was up because we mailed a lot of our donation letters out versus emails. The next one was the profit that went to the Lions Club. And then the services for licenses and memberships, ice, and of course no generator fuel this year.
Yay.
So there we have, the total there of the expenses and the net income and loss. Any questions?
I have a question.
Dennis?
What is number 17?
Services, licenses, and memberships. That's like bartender license, not yours, but like our bartender license.
Okay.
There was some other there was some other membership or another license. It's just for fees that we paid to City Hall for licenses. So that was $100.
Because it's funny that it was only 14 the year before.
Yeah. That's,
Do we belong to the festival group again?
huh?
Do we join that festival group that has the meeting office?
No, we don't pay for that.
Okay.
I could look that up. I could look that up for you.
Do we have more people get bartender's license this year, or
Just Lisa.
like a class?
But I do mine for the whole year, so I don't get reimbursed like for.
You didn't?
Like I don't, yeah, no.
Yeah, so I got my license, but that's $7.
Yeah.
That's $7. No, I'll look it up, but
Just wondering.
yeah. Any other questions?
Hey, what's in the DPW supplies? What is in the DPW supplies?
Mostly trash bags.
Okay.
Trash bags and rubber bands that hold those garbage cans in?
Yep, most of the
Charge like
supplies
$300
any of the
for
supplies we use of theirs were charged.
Okay, so they have the tissue, the plastic bags, the rubber bands, and I'm guessing probably paper towels too for the porta
Yeah,
johns.
it's not itemized, we just get a total
Okay,
amount that they spend. I do get itemized on the trash bags they buy.
okay.
My suggestion, John, when you give this report to common council, put on here somewhere that this was 3 days versus 4 days. To remind them.
Say it again?
Put something on here that the common council knows this was 3 days versus 4 days.
It does, on the
It's
front.
on the
Does
front
it?
page.
Yeah.
Oh, down there, okay, I didn't read that. So they probably missed it too.
Yeah, yeah.
Write it bigger.
Okay, so, yeah, again, we put back into the city with the $44,000, so that, that makes, it shows a loss for us, but we're still putting money back into the city. Any other thoughts?
Yeah. When you have to present this, you should probably do it by hours. Because when you look at 3 days, we really didn't have 3 days. We had 3 nights, but we really only had 1 full day and 2 half days. Or 3/4 of a day. So this really looks misleading.
Because then when we had the 4 days, we did a Wednesday night,
Yeah.
Thursday night.
That's a half. 2 halves, that's
And
1.
then Friday was the 4th,
What's a full day? and
full
Saturday
day,
was a full
and
day.
Saturday was,
5th, a full day also.
Little fuller.
huh?
A little fuller on Saturday, what time do we open?
That Saturday, no, we only did mostly kind of like a half a day. But we had the carnival, so it's classified a half a day because the band Bella Kane played Saturday night. And then we had 5-card studs in the afternoon
Yes.
on that Saturday. So that would be a full day. So
Well,
So it still comes out to 3 days. A half,
2
a
full
half.
days and 2 half days,
I know
which-
what you're saying though.
which is 3 days versus this one, which was a half day, a full day, and a
Yeah.
3/4 day.
Oh, 2/3 day.
Just
Yeah.
say 3 and 4 days.
Because we had Pat McCurdy in the afternoon, we had the pickleball tournament.
But again, with Pat McCurdy being where he was, that doesn't affect the rest of the,
Yeah.
doesn't really help your beer sales, even though you had a kiosk out there, I know.
Yeah, it did. It wasn't much,
No?
wasn't much help there having that. But still, the beer sales, percentage-wise, equals, over the 3 days versus the 4 days. That's ticket sales, so, but that's why it shows as, Lions shows an expense, what we pay to Lions, but we sell the tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
So the tickets are part of our income, and our expense is what we pay to the Lions.
I understand how that works, yeah.
And then beer capital.
Yeah.
Yes, Carl?
What, entertainment, what do we pay each one? You know offhand, roughly?
Oh, yeah, it's all combined, as
What-
there's a grouping on the financial report, and they'll kind of sometimes mix in entertainment with, but everything I have to find, what was pickleball, what was the dry box, what was band,
Oh, okay.
what was the sound.
Okay.
So that's all, and the wrestlers.
Okay.
And we didn't have the wrestlers on the 4-day, we did the wrestlers last year on the 3-day. Or else our entertainment costs would have been on a percentage less. And the golf thing was a bust.
I was just gonna ask how that went.
Huh?
I was just gonna ask how that went.
No.
What did we
If
pay
I
him?
have them back, they're just gonna pay us a commission, that's it.
What did you pay him, $5,000?
Yeah,
Oof.
Yeah.
Did we get 1,000 back even?
not even 1,000, 800.
I thought, so there's a $4,000 loss right there.
So we took that as, and then just how, when we said that was something to be like, you can't judge the wrestlers are 3,000, you don't have a direct income that you can look at it like the golf had. But no, the golf would be under a different agreement. So the entertainment cost would have been way down, versus the previous year, but you have some things that win and some things that lose. But if you see with the Carnival Commission, everything's within that 20 to 25% range difference between the 3 days and the 4 days. Any other questions? Any thoughts about it?
Do you show what the other vendors paid you as far as their 20%?
Yeah, you mean the food vendors?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a spreadsheet for that.
Is that something you can share?
I have to, I can share anything.
Yeah, not public knowledge.
Yeah,
Could you send me that? please?
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the next subject. Input and suggestions from all committee members for ideas for the FCC Festival plan for 2026. 2026 will be the 250th anniversary. And there's already, with the agents and all that, there's a lot of inquiries already being handled already at this time. So people are already making plans for 2026.
The 4th is on a Saturday. And the 4th is on a Saturday.
And the 4th is on a Saturday. And, you know, Ann has been excused, you know, she's taking care of her dad. But there's one big topic about 2026. Should we do the parade on Sunday instead of Saturday? We can get a lot more participants by doing it on that Sunday versus Saturday. We've got Greendale, you got Hell's Corners. Maybe we could have a big parade of some sort, and wanted to let the police department, you know, look into it, what that would, you know, take to do that.
So would we do the festival then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and keep it at that 3 days? Would it just?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'd have to,
4
because
days.
Bella Cane is only available to us on Thursday.
Other commitments for
And that's really the night before, Friday's the holiday for the 4th, being on a Saturday. So we can do that Thursday night, and then we would do that Saturday, Friday night, and then Saturday would be the 4th. Usually we take off on tear down and everything
Yeah.
on Sunday. But this would be, you know, possible that we could add that, move the parade to Sunday.
But we'd still have the festival open all day Sunday then?
Close maybe at 6 or 7.
Okay, so I was gonna say, because it's just getting really hard to get volunteers, so adding an extra day makes it really
Right.
wishy-washy. The 4th then, on that Saturday, what time would we start roughly, like on a
Yeah.
Saturday? Like-
All day.
Well, you can't start in the morning, you know. Everyone comes for the parade and they would come out, you know, I would
Yeah.
say 12 or 1 o'clock. You know, because what are they gonna come down for in the morning?
Right.
You
Maybe
know?
a later start time on Saturday
That's the only,
then.
that's one of the bad issues, you know, by having it moved to Sunday. But the main reason to move it to Sunday is we can have a great parade with participants. And, you know, come up with ideas to do some special stuff for the parade. You know, we'd like to discuss that with Ann, because she deals with that 100%.
Yeah,
What are her thoughts about it?
absolutely. I think like to do a 5:30 like start Thursday, Friday, maybe even a 2:30 on on that Saturday, because if we're not doing, you know, the parade and all that, maybe it'd be easier to
Yeah.
start like a 2:30
Well-
kind of and then, you know, obviously in the morning on Sunday.
I mean, last year we had 5-card studs on the 4th, and they had a real good turnout on the 4th. So if they are there, they could play in the afternoon on that 4th, because they still had good attendance. For being,
They could be in the main tent then. if you
they
did,
are,
like, a
yeah, and they
2:30
were,
like,
yes,
but, you
they
know-
were in the main tent, yes.
What was that?
2 years ago they weren't. They were in the main tent before Bella Cane. You're thinking?
Okay. I'm like, no.
Yeah, they were in the main tent. But if we did, let's look at Sunday parade police-wise.
I would say as long as we have ample notice, and we'll make it work. So whether we staff it on the 4th or the 5th, we'll have people there.
Is there a difference in cost, like compared to doing it on the
No.
4th to a Sunday, as far as
Not
like,
at
you know,
all.
or anything like,
You know,
No,
maybe get cheaper since we're on the 4th?
Get the National Guard in.
that's a good point, because,
It's a holiday, it's a holiday,
Yeah.
consider that, but Sunday also sometimes is considered, you know.
right, the 4th is a holiday for us.
and then time-wise,
But if I remember right, that didn't come into play with cost.
Gotcha.
And then time-wise, as far as the parade, because it's a Sunday, so we would not want to deal with church, people wanting to attend church. It would either, normally the parade's at 11 o'clock. I would think maybe have it noon or 1 o'clock.
That would be a good idea, to have it later.
Have it later,
What would your carnival people think about this?
because the carnival, right on that Saturday, on that Sunday, they would be doing wristband probably on that Sunday at
What
12
time are-
o'clock.
What time are they open on
But
Sundays?
they usually open at 12, but this one, if we do the parade at 1, they would have to go maybe wristband 2 to 6, because we don't want the carnival running during the parade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You
But I can sell beer.
spook the animals and stuff like that, and it's just have the machinery running and all that while the parades are going on is
Gotcha.
What day are you gonna go to fireworks?
still on the 4th.
Okay,
Because that allows us to do it on the 4th. That also allows us a makeup day being the 5th, that Sunday. If we did it on that Sunday, we have no makeup day. And then if we go back to the 2023, that's when we had it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, non-4th for the whole festival. Okay? And all our sales were up. That was the best year we had. And we did, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, non-4th. Why? Because people were
well,
home.
was on like a Tuesday or something like that, or?
It was, 4th was on a Wednesday.
So we did it the 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd. June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd.
Is what we did, yes. Yes. And that one, we had record sales. We had a great parade,
John,
And-
sorry to interrupt you, but the 4th would have been on a
Tuesday.
Tuesday in 2023.
That's what
Yeah,
I
because you had a
thought.
leap year. You had the leap year, so it was on a
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yep.
So we did 30th, so June 30th, July 1st, July 2nd.
And the 2nd.
Third, yeah.
And the 3rd was a Monday and the 4th was a Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay. And that was when we had very good attendance, very good sales. We had a great parade, but we also got hassled by, having the 4th on a different day than the 4th.
Well, hopefully people though can see that it's not that uncommon anymore. West Dallas has their parade before. I mean, it really is becoming a thing where not everyone's having it on the 4th. I think if we had
Exactly.
changed the fireworks and said, okay, we're doing the parade and fireworks, it would be kind of an issue. But if we keep the
Yep.
fireworks on the 4th, I think having I think a lot of people, obviously you hear from the people that are not happy, but I think that it helps just a lot of things. And if it brings in a better parade and more people and
Yeah.
why not?
But gotta have something going on after the parade then, because people will be here, something for them to come to, the food, it'll work good for the food vendors.
Yeah, you-
But as far as entertainment too, we gotta have something in the main stage after the parade
Right.
on that Sunday.
It's like a band to play from like 2 to 6 or something. Just someone
You have any bands lined up yet?
Tentative ones that are, I told them, I can't sign them up until I'm approved by Common Council.
Right.
For spending and for the days that we're gonna do. So that's what we gotta go next. That's what I have to do next, is go in front of Common Council and get approved for the days and the spending.
Tentatively, who do we have at this point? If,
Well, Bella Kane for Thursday.
okay. And you said 5 card on Sunday afternoon, the 5th?
On that Saturday after, the 4th, Saturday to 4th.
Okay,
And that Sunday afternoon, yeah, or that Sunday afternoon.
okay.
Another possibility is the Jimmies. They're a good afternoon band.
Okay.
And Mr. Knackert brought up the last couple meetings about tariffs. Yes, we might witness tariffs for the fireworks this year. So, I'm thinking of going in front of Common Council, and because this is for the 250th, you know, ask for more city funds for this special one. And I'm estimating if we pay 30,000 for fireworks, probably with tariffs, it'll be 40,000. Around that. He's gonna get back, it's all up in the air right now with the tariffs, so I can't get a commitment right now. Usually we sign the fireworks right at this time to get them locked in. We don't know about tariffs.
Let me ask you one other thing. You're doing the fireworks. Would we consider a drone show on another night?
We looked into that. You would be so shocked to know that that drone show we did that one year was $9,000. The current price now is $40,000.
Oh,
$40,000.
for like what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
From a cost standpoint, I know you would need police services again for traffic control, so that your cost is gonna go up there too.
And the police and the
Just
cost.
something to consider.
Yeah.
The fireworks, that's a big traffic draw for us, for safety, obviously.
Yeah.
So would the drone show. Just consider that.
Yes, yes. But that's what it's going at now. Greendale just had, this last weekend had a drone show. You know, paid for by JS Contracting. So, and he had a great band.
Did you talk to anybody in the band there? Did you talk to anybody in the band?
Yeah.
Interest?
I wanted to know if they're interested in 4th of July afternoon.
Okay.
Night, I'm sorry, night,
Okay.
not afternoon. Great country band, rock, mixture of country, modern country,
Which band was that again?
Road crew.
road crew.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Great lead singer, one of the best lead singers ever. And they do a tribute to Toby Keith that is absolutely fabulous. And he did the Star Spangled Banner. They did stuff that related to, you know, they did the same as Bella Kane. They honored vets. They honored doctors and nurses, and then they sang the Toby Keith. Song. It was fabulous. And then we would need a band for Sunday. Depends if we have the parade at
Yeah.
1. The parade is not over until like 2, and if it's a big parade, 2 or 2:30, I think just one band.
I think so too. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're closing at 6 or 7.
Yeah. Don't want to go later than that on Sunday night. And then volunteer-wise, we'd be a little bit more, but we'd be less, I think, than we did the 4 days in the previous one.
When would you do tear down? Tear down on Tuesday?
Monday. Monday then.
Afterward?
No, Sunday's the last day of the.
Okay, so you do it on Monday, I'm sorry. I'm getting-
Yeah. Monday would be tear down,
Okay.
but we'd have to see if the tents could be, usually they take the tents down on Monday. So we'd have to ask them to take the tents down on Tuesday, so we can do the tear down. Because if they're doing it Monday, that means we gotta be there first thing in the morning to get all the tables and chairs out of the main tent and the bar down.
They won't take them down with our stuff in the way?
They charge,
Really?
yes. It's like 50 cents a chair and like $1 a table. They haven't,
To walk around it?
I thought you meant to tear them down.
No, well, as far as like the tents, I mean, do the people take the tents? Do they also take the tables and chairs too? The same people or no?
Same people, it's all rented from the same
Oh,
people.
I see, that's
But they
why.
can't let the tent down with all
I
the,
get it with this, okay,
with the tables and the chairs in the tent, and the bar, our bar section.
got it.
But they did tell me they also do bar sections, so we usually get that from Brookfield Rental, a separate. We might be able to get the bar sections also from A1 Rental, Area Rental. that's the thought, but we gotta come up with, what days we wanna do before I can go in front of common council. And the sooner the better.
You have to ask the common council what they wanna do.
I present it to them and then they come up with, you either approve it, knowing that we're an advisory committee, or they say, okay, I don't like you having a parade on, if they don't like us having a parade on Sunday, we have to do it on that 4th of July. That's their decision,
They have the final say.
yeah.
And when do you
Maybe
have to go before them?
I could make it at a common council meeting as soon as we come up with an idea what we wanna do. 3 days, 4 days, and then I can go in front of them. And the only other one not here to make the decision is Ann.
And we can get preliminary authorization so we can sign the bans and stuff. If we have to change it later, we can always go back and ask.
Yeah. Yep. Any other thoughts on it?
I like the thought of it on the Sunday because then we got people who wouldn't come on the 4th because they had other places to go.
Yeah. And they can go to another parade and come to ours also. They can go to 2 parades too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we always said about the fireworks. They could come in, when we changed the date of the fireworks, why not? You could see two fireworks shows. But I like it and then the other issue is, the wine. We did also have to pay for the guy's new tent. So we didn't make much money on the wine.
Why'd you have
Okay.
to buy a tent?
Huh?
Why did you have to pay for a tent?
Somebody ran into it.
Someone ran into it on the committee.
Somebody ran a golf cart into the tent. Wow.
Anybody we know?
Yeah.
Don't we have age limit for driving
He's
golf
not
carts?
here.
What?
Don't we have age limit on the golf carts for driving?
Yeah, we might have to set a new rule, age limit. But yeah, that deal didn't work out very well either. Who did, someone else sent me something about wine.
I only suggested what about vintage 38, but I don't know if she'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, because it really, for all what we went through with, with the one we had this year, Spirits of Norway, and for the money we made, we had a lot of wine we could have sold
Still sold a
at
lot.
a higher profit, a lot higher profit.
I was just gonna say, why don't you sell your own wine?
Hmm.
We have the white and the red. Whatever Sutter's Home or whatever he gets.
Yeah.
And I think, what did you buy? Just as a backup, we bought 6 cases of each?
6 of each.
And
We
you
sold
went
5 of
through
one case.
Yeah, the
Red-
red wasn't really, the
The
red
red
is-
did not go good.
The red's not, it's not
So
worth
even though
even
we had the
having,
wine
but
guy
the white
there,
is.
But we still got the cases we got to sell.
Yeah, but the white is worth having,
And
that,
what
that,
happened with
that
this,
brings us some money, the
we're
red
better
it's
off
not,
with
we can put something else in there and.
And there's a third one we could possibly add to go with the red and the white.
So what was the attraction of this wine?
It was just, he's a local Franklin business.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, guy over here on Loomis Road,
Just so.
how do you say, Cloud 9?
Yep.
On Cloud.
On Cloud 9.
Cloud. O-N-C-O-U-D. On Cloud Wine.
Oh, on Cloud Wine, yeah.
It's like having somebody selling craft beer. It's a little niche.
Yeah. I just say, let's go with what we've worked with. We tried, the stuff that we tried new, just none of them really panned out. And then there's the pickleball too would be possibly on Sunday also, but we'll see. Pickleball was nothing. It was just an activity to add for the event.
How many participants were there? How many participants were there?
80.
Oh, wow, that's a good size, isn't it?
Yeah. And that got us the exposure on TV too. But I guess we could check with Ann and see what her thoughts are. But from our group right now, would you want to do 3 or 4 days?
I don't really have a say, but I'd like to see 4.
Yeah.
The 4
Better
that you
business
picked
wise
out.
too. And
Well, because this is a fundraiser for us, it's, I'm not looking to entertain people, I'm looking to raise money.
yeah.
We got enough people to take a shot at 4.
Well, we had the new system, maybe that'll help, and because it is the 250th, you know, maybe we'll get some more volunteers that want to volunteer for that.
I think if we're starting that Saturday, because Saturday's the 4th, so if we're starting a little bit later, not so early, and then on Sunday, not having to go so late and having the parade, I think it might be, it'd be easy. We could do the 4 days then, because we're not
Yeah.
having to completely, if we can do Thursday, Friday, just, you know, our 5:30 or 5 o'clock till close, and then Saturday, if we're starting a little bit later, we're not having to try to get, because the 4th is the absolute hardest day to get people to work, to volunteer.
Yes.
That is the absolute
That's the other
worst.
point, good point.
So if we can, you know, start a little bit later on the 4th,
Yeah.
that will help, not having, you know, so early. And then Sunday, just having that get, it's, you know, we do just until 6 or 7, I think we can see how those.
Put some thought into it, and if you got any other ideas, you know, because I just dropped it on everybody, but let's put some thought into it. But I'd
Yeah.
like to go in front of Common Council within the next 3 or 4 weeks.
John, who else has a parade on the 4th around here? Greendale?
Greendale is
What
the
time
main
do they
one.
start theirs?
Greendale does one, and it's just a hassle for Ann to get
What time do they start theirs?
There's like at 9 o'clock.
Okay, and then Hales is at 1, right?
Yeah.
And Hales doesn't have any entertainment afterward. I'm just trying to see where we could get the people to come in just because we have a band. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
'cause-
saying?
A lot of ours, I don't think, they either do ours or they do the Hell's Corners one because of the
Okay.
timing.
Okay.
It's just too hard to do 11 o'clock, 11 o'clock parade and then be over there.
At 1.
Remember, they have to be set up but I'm sure, we could spend, justify and spend more for the parade too, for this special one.
I definitely like the parade not being on the 4th. I think that's gonna.
On the Sunday?
Yeah.
I do too.
I really do. I think that's,
It's-
I like that much better.
You got Bella Kane on Thursday. Have you given any thought to who you'd like on Friday?
There's a couple, yeah.
Okay.
That it's good too, a couple that do their own production also, that make it easier, where they do all the setup and everything. And then for sure on the 4th, we would have to have our sound guy, and he's a sound guy that does it. And if we did do that band from Greendale, he did the sound for them, so
Okay.
he's worked with them, so.
I mean, he did for road crew.
Yeah, he did for road crew. So, and then he would be doing Sunday also, Saturday and Sunday. Otherwise, we've got him setting up just for the 4th for one day. If we want to get someone good, get someone, a lot of them do their own production like Bella Kane. But it saves us from having to, get a sound company They do all the sound and lights and everything.
Right.
They set up and everything. Because again, that also allows us a rain date too, a rain date, not for the parade, but for the fireworks. You in agreement, Carl? What do you think? For parade?
I think we gotta take it, I think we gotta try it to see how it goes. Go on the 5th. You know, see if it brings in other people, see if she has less of a hassle, maybe we get more groups in it. You know, we
Yeah.
gotta start a little bit later, that's not the worst idea.
Remember, it's so hot, it gets so hot at, 4th of July time in the afternoon, so.
That's a negative, you're taking the chance with that, though, no matter what day you have it.
Yeah. But I don't know.
You know,
I gotta look and see when we did the parade that last Sunday. We did it, when we did it on that Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Okay,
what time we had it. It might have been noon, and Ann would know. But what time did we do the parade then? Might be noon might be better. And then the churches can let out, the roads will be open for the local churches to get by. But no sooner than noon, I think. But all that, Ann's the boss of that. If you can think of something else, just send it to me, and, hopefully I can get in touch with Ann, when things settle down. Hope things will work out for her dad. See what her thoughts are. And I can text you guys and let you know.
So just another comment on it, I think if you have that parade at noon, it lasts 2 hours, 2 o'clock, people are gonna be hungry. They'll all go to the food booths and.
They're going to the food too. You don't want to start 1 and 3, right, that's true.
You
Right,
don't wanna go too late,
right.
so I would say a noon start.
Noon would be the latest.
Yep.
Yeah,
11:30, 12 o'clock, noon start.
yeah.
and probably more ice cream. If you're probably more ice cream if you're expecting more people.
Oh, yeah. We can look at that, what we spent on that.
Gotta get it approved first.
Yeah. You wanted to get more ice, and I underestimated it. But don't want to rent 2 freezers again. It's just hard to make up the cost for $350 for 1 freezer. As long as we can get it packed with 80 bags and then refill it on our own.
I think we'll save on ice too. You had the idea of getting a
The other-
container for the soda, cause
Yeah.
that took, having those big tubs in the water, that took out a lot of our ice.
Took a lot of ice, yes.
You know,
Yep. Oh, and ice bill changed dramatically when we first went with those coolers versus we had beer in tubs at that time. And that cut the ice cost in half, having those coolers.
yes.
That was a big, big step up to those coolers. Any other thoughts? Okay. We got one more category, and that's adjournment.
Before you adjourn, I have another thought that I should have done on number 2, but the guy that didn't give you the correct width
Of the food space?
of the food space.
Yes.
I mean, he screwed it up royally for.
Every
for
3 or 4
everybody else.
others.
Yep.
Yes. He was a first timer. He was a first timer.
So you gotta make sure these people measure what they need correctly.
Oh, yeah. But you send out that form, give me your space you need. And then we gave him exactly what he asked for.
'Cause if-
Yeah.
you know, between me and the corn guy. Luckily, we work together well, so.
Yeah, and we'll see how many food from what I got back from them, they all liked what they did. You know, we might have them all back the same ones. Because I don't believe in just saying, hey, we don't want you anymore. You know, your sales wasn't enough. You know, it's almost like you're grandfathered. Unless they do something to cause it, you know, to get fired or whatever. But I just don't tell someone you didn't make enough money,
Yeah.
we're replacing you.
Don't tell Paul McKenna that.
What?
Don't tell Paul McKenna that. We replaced him with Snowy.
Oh, this former Snowy guy. He was not declaring his everything correctly.
Yes, he was. He just wasn't very busy.
No, he wasn't. Any other thoughts? Well, I'm glad we pulled it off. We couldn't get in the building, and the police department saved us. Thank you.
You bet, John. We're here to help.
Appreciate it. Any other thoughts? Yes, Carl?
I move we adjourn.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Do I have any opposed? Meeting adjourned.